I lost my eyesight when I was 16. I could only see 50%. I was very fortunate, and thanks to my father and my uncle and my aunt who took me to the United States at the age of 11 years old. There I remember an incident which was like very transformational. I was asked to run a race as part of physical education class, and I was the last one to finish that race. And my teacher called me up and he said, "Son, I know you're the last, but you can do it. You have great potentials." So that kind of inspired me, because I was the last one to finish that race line, but still he was encouraging, and he said, maybe if I try hard, and maybe I can be second last or third last or even fourth last, or even be in the top 40. Toughest phase when I was actually lost all my eyesight, from 50% rapid deterioration to 0%, and then of course it was not easy. I was extremely depressed. I was angry at the world, questioned God, why me? And I didn't want to live, because I felt that living without zero eyesight would be very challenging, no point in living and stuff like that. So, and then I somehow just accepted the fact that I have to live with this for the rest of my life, and I went on. So about a year and a half I was diagnosed with a high blood pressure, hypertension. Then a thought process came to me that, my goodness, I'm only 41 and I still have a long ways to go, family to support, and this is just a starting of all the disease that will enter your body. So I decided, health should be a top priority, and I started running. First I used to run with a holding of people's hand. I would hold on to people's elbow and start running. I keep on practicing 5 kilometers, but then I had a very close friend of mine. He took me to a big park, and there was a 5.5 kilometers long stretch, and then he asked me, now you'll have to run without holding anybody's hand and just relying on verbal guidance. So I ran for about 50 meters, and then 100 meters, and then I was, little bit fear I was going, and then slowly I started running 500 meters, 1 kilometers hands-free, and today the feeling is just immense. There are, people talk about multitasking, but somehow I believe that it is inefficiency when you are trying to do multitasking. But what running does is makes you focus. Focus on one task, close, go on to the next. And whatever I'm trying to do, I can do it with much more focus, much more concentration, and of course with lots of energy. If you do not have health, you will never prosper in career. So I think health is a foundation to any individual's personality. I firmly believe, because God has a plan for each one of us. Ignite your inner self to say, yes, I can. The moment that I have that inner strength, everything will fall in place.